gate guards. Did you see that? The man just appeared from nowhere.
Perhaps he was sent by the spirits. I see no boat.
He is an intruder, no matter how he got here. Grab him!
Did you hear that? That was King Graham's voice from KQ5.
Not again. Look, I'll leave. It's no problem.
I think not. Let's go.
Oh, God.
Alexander is frozen at the spectacle before him. Robed figures are gathered around a bonfire. Some mystical ceremony is taking place, but as to its purpose, Alexander has no clue.
We found a trespasser on the beach, Archdruid.
Uh-oh. Archdruid. Now what has Alexander wandered into?
This must be the foreigner we were warned about. How appropriate that he should come during our rain festival. Place him in the sacrificial cage.
Wait! I must rescue the princess!
There's an ancient druid saying, a man who would save others must first save himself.
How useless.
Alexander is pushed into the confining wicker cage.
Oh, God. This part always used to freak me out.
And the cage is swung out over the bonfire.
Oh, God.
Alexander starts to feel a little warm.
Yeah, because you're getting
The
burned
bottom of the
alive.
cage is getting uncomfortably hot. This cage is really hot. Fire in the cage. Alexander pulls out Beauty's old slave clothes, desperate to beat out the flames. The flame is extinguished, but the clothes themselves burn to cinders. Alexander won't be able to keep the cage from igniting for long. The heat and movement must have jarred something. Something that Alexander's carrying is starting to jiggle around. Egad, something's really percolating. The water in Alexander's lamp is hot. It's just about boiling. Alexander feels a drop. It starts to rain.
That man is a powerful nature wizard. By the sacred oak, let him down!
Whoa, okay.
I must apologize for our rude welcoming committee. We've been feeling inhospitable ever since the winged ones stole our sacred miniature oak tree. Besides, Wazir Al-Hazred sent a message that we were to watch out for a highly dangerous foreign assassin. I assume you are the one he meant.
I'm sure I'm precisely who he meant. I assure you, I mean to harm no one, unless that person threatens the princess. I'm sorry to have disrupted your ceremony, but I'm running out of time.
What is it that you seek?
The Oracle on the Isle of the Sacred Mountain told me I should speak to you about the realm of the dead. She told me of 2 souls in unrest there that I might be able to free.
Free souls in the realm of the dead? You're mad!
The souls might be able to help me on my mission to save the princess. It's imperative that I do everything I can. The risks are not important.
No. And yet getting yourself killed will hardly help the princess. But I will tell you what I know. Legend has it that it is the right of any human to challenge the Lord of the Dead in order to save his own life or the life of another already past. But the knowledge of how to do this was lost centuries ago. I have only heard of one who tried it. A young knight who came to the land of the Green Isles from a distant land long ago. According to the story, he was determined to challenge the Lord of the Dead for the soul of his dead lover. It is said that he tamed the Lord of the Dead's horse, a black-winged, demon-hearted beast named Nightmare. Nightmare sometimes flies to the human world to feed on certain noxious plants. Those unfortunate enough to see her are glad to escape with their very souls intact. Somehow, the night captured Nightmare and rode off on her back, supposedly to the realm of the dead. But neither the knight nor his lover ever returned. If there was a means for challenge, it was lost with the night.
I see. Can you tell me anything about the Lord of the Dead?
That is a blacker matter still. To the Druids, he is Samhain, Lord of Coldness and Despair. Samhain was once a man like you or I, but he insulted the gods and was sentenced to rule the underworld. Immortal he is and mateless, robbed of sleep, robbed of movement, robbed of companionship. It is said that he hates all mortals even more for the mortality that he lost. That is all I know.
Interesting. I shall remember.
Now look how the oak embers of our bonfire still glow hot despite the rain. If you're bent on your course, you'll need courage that's just as impervious to the chill. May your luck last longer than your storm, brave one.
May it indeed. Thank you, Archdruid.
Yeah, see you later. Thanks for almost burning me alive. Man, Tony J. That rascal. Rest in peace, man.
The embers from the bonfire are still smoldering despite the rain.
Let's look at this. What is with this Stonehenge type place?
Alexander is standing in a circle of giant stones. He marvels at the complex yet simple design of the standing monoliths.
What about the cage?
The wicker cage that was to be Alexander's fiery coffin is now lying on the ground. Alexander is glad to be out of that cage.
Okay, so one thing I'm really concerned about, I no longer have the maiden's clothes. I remember this like really tripping me up early on when I was, first playing this as a kid. God, I think that wasn't supposed to happen. Anyway, we'll keep on playing as if it does. I've got my old saves in case I do need to go back. But for now, we've got to fill this skull up with hot embers.
Alexander scoops up some of the red-hot embers in the ancient human skull.
It looks cool now. Check it out.
Alexander is carrying a human skull filled with embers. The embers are glowing with heat.
Yep, they sure are. I think that's actually all we do now. Let me look at the spell book real quick, because we actually have another spell we're about to cast. Let's see, not that one. Charming a creature of the night. Let's see, a skull full of hot oak embers, a bit of sulfur, brimstone, and one strand of pure-hearted maiden's hair. So we don't have the sulfur yet, and that's because we've got to go get it. Obviously. Sorry, that was... Just call me Captain Obvious. I know exactly where it is, but
Alexander.
I really am perturbed about the maiden's clothes, because I remember that happening when I was a kid. And it ended up... And my game ended up in like a uncompletable state. It was really annoying. Anyway, but I'll probably get through this next part and then look it up just to be safe. See if I actually have to go back or not. Phew! Alright, so there's a new thing right here.
There's a small bottle on the coffee table. It bears a label that reads, "Drink me."
Again, Alice in Wonderland. Now let's do it. I guess. Yeah.
Alexander picks up the bottle.
And we're not drinking it yet. Don't worry.
The little bottle contains some sort of potion and bears a label saying, "Drink me." That's rather forward of it.
Yeah, how bold, man. Okay. Let's go to Chessboard Land for our second and final visit. Because we now have a gift to bestow upon them. I am, of course, referring to the Prince, Alexander. He's the gift. Oh man, his head shrunk down. Come on. Don't duck your crown, man.
Your Highness may as well spend her royal time contemplating something else. The lump of coal shall be sent to the Castle of the Crown under my name, and that's all there is to it.
No, it shan't.
Yes, it shall.
If the coal is sent in your name, I shall royally decree a ban on all red on this isle.
You do, and I shall royally decree that white shall be henceforth used for all mopping up of cabbage stew.
Oh my god.
You wouldn't dare!
Oh, wouldn't I?
You guys need to get over it.
It's you! Have you thought of any more of those brilliant ideas of yours?
Yes, I have, actually. I have a freaking lump of coal. Here you go. Shit. Let's take a look at it first, though.
Alexander has a pitch-black lump of coal that he found in the Isle of the Mists.
Let's use it.
Alexander doesn't want to get his hands dirty by playing with that coal.
I meant to hit that.
I found the two of you another lump of coal so that you can stop fighting over the one you have.
Oh, let me see! A lump of coal! And what a beauty it is, too! Oh, marvelous! Now we can stop fighting, sister. Your Highness can just keep the old lump of coal, and I'll take this new one.
Quite right. That settles everything.
As a token of our endless esteem and royal favor, please accept this magnificent and truly incredible spoiled egg.
Thanks.
Well, now we have that sulfur that we
Let
talked
me see
about.
that lump of coal, Your Highness.
It is a beauty, isn't it?
Why, it's bigger than my lump of coal. Let me have it immediately.
Over my dead body, Your Highness. It's my lump of coal, and it is indeed larger and much grander. Just look at that sheen.
I demand you exchange with me immediately.
Wah, 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 wah. Okay, so we're done with the Isle of Wonder, I think, forever. Actually, I don't think we'll actually ever come back here. Kind of sad, but kind of not. I'm kind of done with you. Let's get out of here. Look at all those frogs. I tried to catch them once, but you can't catch them. They're not like princes or anything. Don't worry. Okay, let's go somewhere. Actually, hang on. Let's take a look at the spoiled egg.
The spoiled egg has a slightly yellowed shell that bulges in spots from the pressure of the gases inside.
Ew, bulges. Excuse me. Make sure that I'm doing this right. I warned you guys I was going to check this semi-obsessively. Hair and brimstone to Skull of Embers. Okay, so that seems fairly simple.
Alexander puts the strand of hair into the skull.
Great.
Alexander cracks the spoiled egg and dumps it into the skull containing the embers and the strand of hair. The spoiled egg hisses as it makes contact with the hot embers. Zounds, the steam. Phew, the smell of sulfur.
Alright, so pleasant things are happening. Let's take this
Alexander
and get a move on. To the Isle of the Sacred Mountain.
Alexander
Who would have thunk we'd be going back here, even after we were banned? Now you may have noticed, I might as well bring this up now, that, you know, all the people of the islands that we've encountered have commented that denizens of another island have stolen something from them. The Druids had something stolen from them by the winged ones. The king and queen of Chessboard land had something taken from them by the beast. Winged ones had something taken away from them, etc., etc. And that's actually just the genie.
Alexander arrives at the top of the cliffs, somewhat winded after his long but uneventful climb.
It's just the genie pitting people against each other. Let's take a look at this thing.
A mighty winged horse, the color of midnight, is feeding from the nightshade bush. The creature must be Nightmare, the one the Druid spoke about.
Let's talk to him.
Calm down, girl.
Nightmare ignores Alexander.
And rightfully so. You haven't cast the spell yet, dummy. Take it out right now. Don't cast the magic paint spell right now. You can't do it anyway. Let's go.
Alexander solemnly speaks the incantation over the skull.
Creature of night, to me succumb. Fire and brimstone leave thee numb. Purity bind thee like a chain, to do whate'er I now ordain.
Nightmare flares her nostrils at the scent of the fire and brimstone.
That's it. Come on. I need passage to your homeland, fiery one.
Unable to resist the power of the enchanted smell, Nightmare approaches Alexander. Her eyes appear glassy and sightless. In her hypnotized state, she is unaware of the human so close to her flank, or of anything at all except that marvelous smell.
Now ride!
Here we go. Hope you guys are ready for this.